Now in this lecture we are going to do 4 instructions: push RP, push PSW, pop RP, pop PSW. So first we'll do the 3rd and the 5th instruction together and the 4th and the 6th instruction together. So now push RP and pop. We know that push and pop are stack operations, right? So they will be done with reference to the stack. We have to keep in mind the stack operations. So now if we write push RP, what happens is the register pair is divided into the higher register and the lower register. Like for example, if we are talking about, there are 3 register pairs in 8085. We have HL, BC and DE. Of HL, H is the higher, the upper register pair, L is the lower register pair, B is the upper register pair, C is the lower register pair, D is the upper register pair, E is the lower register pair. So whenever we are doing push RP, what happens is the lower register and the upper register pair will be pushed onto the stack. How? The upper register pair will be pushed and following will be the lower register pair. So for example, SP is the higher address value and SP minus 1 is the lower address value. So the upper register pair goes into the higher address value and the lower register pair goes into the lower address value. It will be more clear when we are doing it in example. Let's take an example of push B. So this is the register pair. We are talking about not B, but we are talking about the register pair B, C. So in BC, what is the upper register? The B. The lower register is the C. When I will say push B, the contents of B and C will be pushed onto the stack, where the contents of B will be pushed onto 0805 and the contents of C will be pushed to 0804. Please note it very clearly that of 0804 and 0805, what is the higher address? 0805. So 0805 will be taking the contents of the upper register pair, which is the B, and 0804 is the lower address in this among these both two. So the lower address will be taking the value of the lower register. This is how push happens. The content of B and C will be pushed onto the stack. If B is holding, if BC are holding FF, AA, then the contents here will be FF will be transferred here and AA will be transferred here. This is how push RP takes place. Now we are going to do pop RP. Pop RP is the elements will be popped out from the stack. Where will they go? They will go into the register pair. So what happens is, this is the stack. The contents of SP is holding X and SP minus 1 is holding Y. What is the upper address here? The SP. The bigger address here is the SP and the lower address here is SP minus 1. If it is 100, this will be 99. So 99 is the lower value and 100 is the higher value. So the content of the lower address, that is Y, will go into the lower register of the pair, and the content of the higher address will go into the higher address of the register pair. Very clear from this example, pop D. Whenever we write pop D, what happens is the content from the stack will be popped into the register pair specified here. So DE, in DE, the upper register is D and the lower register is E. In 0804, 0805, the lower address is 0804. So lower address content goes into the lower register pair. So 0804 content will go into E. So E will be holding 24 and 0805 is the higher address in both these two. The bigger address in both these two, among these two. So the content of 0805, that is 90, will go into the upper register pair, that is D. So at the end of this instruction, we'll get 90 in D from 0805 and 24 in E from 0804. This is pop RP. Now let us do push PSW. PSW is program status word, and program status word is divided into 2 bytes. It's a 2 byte content. PSW is a 2 byte is 2 byte. It holds, the upper byte is accumulator and the lower byte is the flag. So whenever we do push PSW, same as happened here, the accumulator will go into the upper address and the contents of the flags will go into the lower address in the stack pointer. So what happens is, whenever push PSW is executed, the contents of the flag will go into SP, the content of accumulator will go into SP and the contents of the flags will go into SP minus 1, whatever the contents of accumulator and flag be. And similarly, pop PSW, the contents of the stack will be popped onto the values of accumulator and flag. We've taken this example, 0950 is holding 32 and 094F is holding 24. When this instruction is executed, the content of 0950 are moved onto the accumulator. So accumulator will be holding now value 32 after the execution of this instruction, and 094F is holding 24, which will go into the flag. This is how these instructions are executed, the push and pop. Push RP, pop RP, push PSW and pop PSW.